Hi everyone, Carolyn from Diary of a Family, and I have been shirking my responsibilities to making videos and posting them for all of you to watch, for all of you to see, and this is why I am not immune to sickness. Yes, I have been sick for most of 2 weeks now and just been quite miserable. So I had even tried to shoot a video while I was really sick and it just fell flat. So I just deleted my footage and did not even try. I will have to do that video retake here at some point, and possibly it's a topic that all of you would enjoy. Do nurses believe in homeopathic remedies? Yes, we do. For instance, as I've been sick, I have done my absolute best to eat and eat healthy and drink enough fluids and get enough rest. And then had my elderberry mix, of course, had to have my elderberry mix. Has elderberry and honey and vinegar in it, and it is so good for your immune system. Really, what I wanted to talk to you about today is how do you continue your life with your kiddos who aren't sick, who want time from you when you're not feeling well? And this can go for chronic issues, chronic pain, or acute illnesses and acute pain. For me, it's been a little bit of a mix of both. I was sick with some sort of fever and achiness for a good 4, 5, 6 days, kept me out of work. And then on top of that, I've had some of my chronic back pain issues flare up, and it is just not fun. Those of you who have back pain, I feel ya. I know exactly where you're at there. And with it just radiating down your hips and into your legs, and it's hard to walk, and you're grumpy all the time because you hurt all the time. And getting your young kids to understand that, it's just so difficult. You have to push them away and say, please don't touch me, I hurt. Please don't touch me, I don't feel good. And you have to find other ways of showing them that you do care, that you are interested in them, and that you just aren't feeling well physically, and it's not them at all. Even with my chest junk and having a little bit of a sore throat, I spent time reading to my kids because it was something that I could physically do. I could sit on the couch and just relax with them. And I read multiple chapters in a row of the Laura Ingalls book that we're in, On the Banks of Plum Creek. It's like the 4th in the series. If you're not familiar with that series, it's a true stories set back in the 1900s in America with people who were immigrating from the East Coast and kind of moving inland to the West Coast, and their stories of finding new places, homesteading and farming. So it's been great just to sit with my two and to read those stories. We've watched a lot of TV, a lot of shows. I don't like my kids to watch more than 1 or 2 hours a day of some sort of educational or entertainment show, but it happens where you just don't feel good and you need a rest. Let the kids watch the shows. Let them. I mean, other than that, as they get older, they can play things, they can get things out. Emma's able to get Play-Doh out and set it all up at the table for them. It's the cleanup part afterwards, so it's like pulling teeth, but they can find things to do. They'll even raid my recycle container, sheets of paper that have a back that is clean, and they can lay that sheet of paper out and get their color crayons out and draw. I've got coloring books. I don't know why they don't use them, but they'd rather draw on a blank sheet of paper, so they use the recycling. It's good when there are multiple children in the house because usually they can find things to do together. They can play together. It was hard when I was ill, when Emma was my only child, or Emma and then Timothy was the baby, because she really didn't have anyone to play with. But now that Timothy's 4 and Emma is almost 7, they really do play well together. They might scrap a little bit, but usually they can find something to do together. Other than getting my extra sleep and lots of water, I've continued to take my vitamins, lots of vitamin C, and that's what I've been doing to help myself recover. As a nurse, it's really hard to nurse yourself when you're not feeling well. You just want to curl up and forget the world and just let it fly by you while you just sleep or just watch a show and ignore the fact that you hurt so bad. It is hard to nurse yourself when you're ill. And who nurses you when you're the nurse of the family? I want to just encourage you all, if you're going through sick days or days where you're fighting your chronic issues, any chronic pain, just to continue to look on the bright side of life. Remember that you're there, you're alive, you have your children. They love you to death, and you can spend special time with them even when you're not feeling well. Just do it in a modified way. Do it in a different way. It's hard to live life day by day and not get discouraged when you're not working at your peak efficiency, you're not feeling well. Just as it's difficult when it's a child that's sick and you're having to live through that and continue life while managing their illness. I'd like to hear from you, any natural remedies that you use when you're ill, when you're sick with the cold or flu. Let me know what you do, and maybe it's something that I've heard about, or maybe it's something that's brand new to me and I'd like to maybe try it when I'm sick next. As for me, I feel like I'm getting better day by day, and hopefully by the start of my week next week that I'll feel 100% better and be able to head on back to work. I know my kids will be grateful to have a fully functioning mommy back. Until then, everybody remember just to maximize your life every single day. Spend the most amount of time with those that you love. Build those relationships up, because that's really what matters. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you like this video. Check out more of our videos. Thank you so much for tuning in and being a part of another one of my mommy vlogs. Bye.